Okay, so I'm about to attempt to make this intro because I keep forgetting to make an intro. Okay, so hey y'all, my name is Mari the Gym, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're not new here, welcome back to my channel. So today, basically, I'm gonna do a what do I want to call it? I'm making an outfit. So I purchased some fabric from Walmart. It was about $8 and it's about 3 yards. I didn't end up using the whole 3 yards. I end up maybe using 1 yard to make this outfit. So I got a lot of fabric left over to make anything with the fabric that make anything that I want to make. But I don't think I'm going to make anything else with that right now. Maybe a headband or something, I don't know, to go with the outfit. I don't know, we'll have to look at and see if it's doing too much. But basically, yeah, that's what this video is going to be doing. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video is making a two-piece set. I'm making this set to go on a trip. I'm actually leaving in about 30 days. I'm going to Hawaii, so that's what the floral print is for. I'm so excited to wear this. I'm so excited to see, you know, how it's gonna look there. Is it gonna give the vibes? Is it gonna give the girls what it's giving? So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. I'm excited to leave. I'm basically working on making all of my outfits for the trip. Well, not all of them. I did go ahead and just buy my swimsuits. I didn't buy, I'm not going to make any swimsuits this trip. But yeah, so basically I'm just going to make like the outfits to go like out to eat, brunch, etc. So I'm just going to be making a lot of cute, different stuff. I've been sketching some ideas for a few months now, so I'm excited to see them come to life. And basically I'm going to bring y'all on that journey with me. I'm going to try to like and record as much as I can in every little bit of every little step, so that y'all can basically try to recreate some of these pieces so that, you know, y'all can look good and bomb for the low. So yeah, so with that being said, we're just gonna get right into the video. So I purchased this fabric from Walmart. It is 3 yards for only $8. And basically what y'all see me doing right here is just fluffing out the fabric, making sure that everything is layered up nice and neat, flat. And I actually have something to hold my fabric down, but the coasters were nearby, so I was just like, I'm gonna use it. So basically I'm just going to use these high-waisted shorts to be my outline for the bottoms of this project. I am going to cut a 1-inch seam allowance so that when I sew the fabric together, basically it'll be the perfect fit. It won't be too short. What you see me doing here is cutting it out halfway, and then basically I'm going to use the fabric to trace the other side so that both sides are the same. I hope that makes sense, but if not, just pause the video and then rewind it to watch what I just did. Now I'm using a bandeau to basically make the top for this project. Again, I'm cutting out a 1-inch seam allowance so that when I sew the two pieces together, it is going to be fitted, it's going to be perfect, and it's going to be, you know, given. So now I'm taking my ruler so that I can make two pieces. These two pieces will basically be used to create the front tie for the top. So we're going to sew these two pieces together, and I wanted it to be pretty long for the front, so that's why you see me going to a different side of the fabric so that I'm using a fresh piece that's fresh edges, haven't been tampered with. These are the first few pieces you're going to need to start this project. You got your top, your bottom, and then the string for the top. So now you're basically ready to start your project. What I'm showing you is where I pinned the string so that I can attach the two pieces together. So basically I did right sides facing each other so that when I unfold the fabric, you won't see the thread. Basically, you won't see where I made the stitch. And basically, to hide that inside, I did want both sides of my string to be you know, the color of the fabric, so I went ahead and made it into a loop. So now what you see me doing here is just finishing off the loop for the string, and then after I finish it, I'm just going to use my loop turner, which I purchased from Walmart. It was about $2. I would say no more than $3. And then I'm just going to use that to basically turn my project on the right side. Sure that you're being careful and gentle right here, because you don't really want to pop a thread, which I did it pretty tight, but you don't really have to manhandle it. As long as you're working your way from the bottom to the top, it'll come out. I'm going to put that to the side for right now, and then I'm going to work on my next piece. Next, I'm going to work on the skirt, and I'm just showing y'all how I pin the sides. I'm basically just going to go in and go all the way down the side of the skirt. I did a zigzag stitch for this piece, and I think I also did it for the top, but once I get to the top I'll just make sure. But basically I did a zigzag stitch all the way down to the bottom of the skirt so that it could be nice and tight. I did the previous stitch with the straight stitch for the string for the top, just in case you guys were wondering. As I'm sewing and as I'm taking off each pin, I always lift up the fabric, the first layer, and look at the second layer. Just make sure they're on top of each other so that I get a nice and clean finished product. Start working on the top, and basically I pinned the top on the sides just like I did for the skirt, and I'm basically just going to go ahead and sew both sides down. Now that you have your skirt piece, in order to make a casing for your string for your skirt, you're basically going to take your fabric and line it up basically to find a piece that's perfect. Basically a perfect fit, a perfect size. It lines up great. Now what you see me doing is basically finding a piece of my fabric that's basically uneven so that I can even it out. Basically trying to get the most out of this fabric. So I'm basically going to cut this piece off, which is basically the same size of the piece that's laying on my skirt, and I'm basically going to use this piece to make my straps. Once I get this off, I'm basically going to cut what I have in half, and then I'm actually going to have those as well, so I'll show you those in a minute. Now I'm just basically making sure that everything is lined up before I actually cut this piece in half. So like I said, this piece is going to be used for the straps. So once I'm done cutting it into two, I'm actually going to fold it down the middle and then I'm going to pin the sides so that it's ready to be sewn. I keep saying straps, but what I actually mean is this is the part that's going to be used to tie the top around your neck. Had made previously for the skirt, basically the casing for the skirt, and I'm basically trying to see how thick I need to cut this fabric. I was trying to see how thick I needed to cut it basically to make the string, and I know I shouldn't have been eyeballing it, but I was definitely eyeballing it for a second, and then I went and grabbed my ruler to try to see if I could figure it out. So I basically did it about 1 inch, which when you put it in half, it's, you know, a half. So it was pretty skinny, and it was, you know, skinny enough to go through the casing, which was split, well, divided into 3. Now I'm just going to join these 2 pieces at the end so that I can take it to the sewing machine and create a beautiful string. But before that, I am going to go ahead and prepare my other pieces for the sewing machine. So what you see me doing here is just laying the casing for the skirt where I want it to go, well, laying the casing for the string where I want it to go. And I basically wanted it to go on one of the sides of the skirt. So I basically took the 2 sides, and I can't even explain it. Like, y'all see me do it, rewatch it. This is basically what the casing looked like for the skirt, and now I'm just turning it on the right side so that the seams are on the right side, just to make sure that my casing will be even on both sides. Now I'm at the sewing machine and I'm sewing my straps, and I'm basically just gonna do a straight stitch all the way down this strap, like, so that it can be perfect, amazing. I just love making straps so that I can use my loop turner and just see the amazing creation once it's unfolded. It's like pleasing. I don't know if it's pleasing to y'all or not, like when y'all was watching me do it or not, but it's definitely pleasing to me and one of my favorite things to do when sewing. I'm just repeating this process for the other strap so that we can have 2. And now I'm creating the string for the skirt. Same process. I sewed the 2 pieces right sides together, and then after that I fold the piece that is now 1 into basically in half, and then I pin the sides down so that I can sew it. But I'm actually going to come back to that part and go ahead and get started on my casing. So what I do is start with the outsides first. I do right, left, then middle. So basically I'm going to get my needle to the far edge right of the piece that I pinned down, making sure that my skirt is only, you know, only 1 layer is on top and the other layer is on bottom. As you can see, 1 layer is on top and the other layer is on bottom. Basically, if you do both of the pieces together, the skirt won't open. So you need to basically make sure that you do this part and make sure you're checking and when you're sewing, because oftentimes as you're moving the fabric down the bottom half of the skirt, the second layer may be, you know, together. So make sure that you're checking often when you're making the casing, because that'll be something you really don't want to go back and untangle and undo. So just making sure that you're checking frequently every time you move a pin, it'll really save you from having to go back and undo anything. So the same thing when you did the right side, just make sure when you do the left side, your needle is on the far left side, because you also have to make a stitch down the middle. So just make sure that you're trying to make, well, basically save an even amount of space so that you can make stitch down the middle. I do my stitch down the middle. I basically make sure that my needle is on 3.5 to 4. Basically, majority of the time 3.5. So, oh yeah, right here, my thread was a little short and it came loose when I tried to start. So you want to also always make sure you have enough thread in the back to start your project. So yeah, basically, as I'm sewing, I'm making sure that the left and the right look even to me as far as the amount of space that's on each side, because we are going to string the string through here. We'll thread the string through the casing, so we have to make sure that we leave enough room so that the string can fit. Now I'm going back to the projects that need to be turned inside out, well, right side out, I guess you would say. And these are basically the straps for the top. So now we're back on the string for the skirt, and basically what we're going to do is fold it in half, and then we're going to go ahead and pin it so that we're making sure that we are sewing the two pieces of fabric together. They're not going to be lopsided or looking crazy. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna sew this all the way down like I always do. And I'm using a straight stitch for this so that everything is nice and tight. I usually never use a zigzag stitch when I'm making straps. I don't know why, just because, but yeah. Now I'm basically just going to use a safety pin in order to thread my string through the casing. This is not something that takes a lot of time. It's just something you have to basically create your own system to. It's a lot of going back and forth, but like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time. It probably took me about a minute or two just to get this through. Another thing that you guys should remember when doing this is once you get to the top, make sure that you pull the string halfway through, basically to the point where you want it to hang, because I notice when I don't do this, it takes me more time to get the string through because I'm working with not a lot of fabric on the end, if you get what I'm saying. So now for the top, I took the straps and I basically placed them right sides together with the top. So as you see, the top and the straps are basically right sides together. Well, it's no wrong side for the straps since the fabric is on both sides. But I basically placed this near the seam, and as you can see, it basically gives it an off to the side effect. This isn't like a in the middle kind of shoulder strap, but it's like a off the side. I wanted to do it off the side so that it can pull the top up and also pull, you know, your boobs up. So I definitely like that I added this right here. I feel like it made everything look really good, really cute. So with the little piece that's in the back, what you can do is basically cut it off, or you can sew it down. I did go ahead and do an overlock stitch on the end of mine, so I ended up not cutting it. So that's something you also can do as well. So now what I'm going to do is basically go ahead and add my second strap, doing it the same way, doing a few lines of straight stitch across the front of the top so that I can get a seamless look. And here are the final results. Yes, I love it. I can't wait to wear this on my trip. I feel like it's going to look so good, so amazing. You guys make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see this look when I wear it on my trip soon. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you so much for rocking with me, for sticking with me, because I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. And if you really enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel because it will be more videos like this coming soon. I just did a fabric haul. I went to Walmart, and that's actually one of the fabrics that I purchased, but I already recorded a video of the fabric haul. I just haven't edited it yet. And I have to make an intro for that too. Like I said, I've been recording videos but forgetting to record intros, so I've been having to go back and record intros, go back and edit all of that. It's like 10 videos in my phone that I basically can put on YouTube, but I just have to record it and edit it, and that's basically what takes forever. And with me being in grad school, I basically try to, you know, edit and do stuff like that on my free time. And I be having free time, but when I have free time, I just try to do my schoolwork, because if I don't do my schoolwork, I get anxiety. And if I get anxiety, y'all, I'm not doing nothing. So I just try to stay on top of my schoolwork, get that out of the way first. And then whenever I have free time, like real free time, downtime like I have now, since I'm done with classes. I'm free. Only for like 3 weeks though. I have to do summer classes. Well, grad school, you know, program has to do summer classes. Well, I didn't have to, but to stay on track to graduate in 2 years, we basically have to do summer classes. So I'm basically going to be sewing during this entire break that I have from school. Well, not the entire break. I'm also going on vacation and stuff like that. But basically when I get downtime, I just love to sew. I just feel like this is my happy place. This is where I don't know. I just love to create things and see things come to life. And yeah, so with that being said, I am going to try to post more often now that I am taking this little break from school. Well, I don't even want to call it a summer break. I'm gonna call it a mini spring break, because 3 weeks, really, that's what y'all think we need? I need a year. That's not enough, but I'm gonna take it. So yeah, hopefully y'all subscribe so that y'all can, you know, get notified when I post those videos. So with that being said, if y'all haven't seen my last video, I did do a travel vlog to Puerto Rico, and I basically included a lot of great information. I did include like excursions we went to, restaurants we went to. I did a lot of, you know, sightseeing, viewing, etc. So if that sounds like something you'll be interested in, definitely go and check it out. I'll definitely link it in one of the 4 corners picture here. But with that being said, I'm definitely, like I said, y'all, I'm definitely going to be posting more. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. I've been wanting to do it, but if I get on YouTube and I know that my work isn't done or school isn't complete, I will literally have a meltdown. So I just be trying to save myself from a meltdown, and you know, I did it. I made it. I'm here. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all have any questions, any comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. See y'all next time.